Hello everyone and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most vital organs in our body, your lungs. Without them, life as we know it wouldn't exist. Your lungs are the silent, tireless workers that enable us to breathe, live, and simply be. Have you ever wondered exactly how they function and what makes them so special? Let's find out. Tucked away in the chest cavity, protected by the rib cage, your lungs are a marvel of biological engineering. These spongy yet resilient organs sit on either side of your heart, which sits slightly off to the center. Despite their size, they are surprisingly lightweight, allowing them to move and expand effortlessly with each breath. The right lung is slightly larger than its counterpart on the left, a necessary adaptation to accommodate the heart, which occupies some space on the left side of the chest. Within the lungs, an intricate network of tubes and sacs work tirelessly to facilitate the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, sustaining life with every breath. Picture this: air enters through the windpipe, also known as the trachea. This single tube, reinforced with rings of cartilage, ensures that it remains open and ready to conduct air deep into the lungs. As it descends into the chest cavity, the trachea branches into two smaller tubes called bronchi, with each bronchus leading to a respective lung. Within the lungs, these bronchi continue to branch and subdivide, forming an intricate network of smaller tubes called bronchioles. Just as branches extend from the trunk of a mighty oak, these bronchioles reach every corner of the lungs, creating a vast surface area for gas exchange. At the end of each bronchiole, we find tiny, almost microscopic air sacs known as alveoli. Envision millions of these tiny balloons clustered together, resembling a cluster of grapes. Each alveolus is surrounded by a dense network of capillaries, the smallest blood vessels in the body. These structures form the functional heart of the lungs, facilitating the transfer of oxygen from the inhaled air into the bloodstream and the removal of carbon dioxide from the blood into the air. Breathing, an action we perform unconsciously thousands of times a day, is made possible by the coordinated efforts of our respiratory muscles. Among them, the diaphragm stands out as the primary breathing muscle. Located in the chest cavity, just below the lungs, this large, dome-shaped muscle plays a pivotal role in each breath we take. When it's time to inhale, the diaphragm contracts, moving downward and creating a vacuum-like effect in the chest cavity. This negative pressure generated draws air from outside the body through the airways and into the lungs. Simultaneously, other muscles, including those between the ribs, known as the intercostal muscles, pull the rib cage upward and outward, further expanding the chest cavity and aiding in the inhalation process. Once the lungs are filled with air, the diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax, allowing the lungs to recoil and push air back out during exhalation. This interplay of muscular actions ensures a continuous flow of air in and out of the lungs, sustaining life and delivering vital oxygen to every cell in the body. Now let us dive into the fascinating process of how oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between the air in our lungs and the blood flowing through our bodies. It's a delicate dance of diffusion driven by the principles of partial pressure. Imagine the alveoli as tiny balloons clustered within the lungs, each surrounded by a dense network of capillaries. The air within the alveoli contains a higher concentration of oxygen compared to the blood arriving from the body. Oxygen naturally moves from areas of high partial pressure to low partial pressure. Therefore, oxygen diffuses across the thin walls of the alveoli and capillaries, entering the bloodstream and binding to hemoglobin, a protein found in red blood cells. This binding allows for the efficient transport of oxygen throughout the body. As the blood-carrying oxygen reaches the body's cells, the reverse process occurs. The cells have a higher demand for oxygen, so it diffuses out of the blood and into the tissues. Simultaneously, cells produce carbon dioxide as a waste product, which diffuses into the bloodstream. The blood then carries this carbon dioxide back to the lungs, where it is released into the alveoli and eventually expelled from the body during exhalation. This continuous exchange ensures that our cells receive the oxygen they need for energy production, while waste carbon dioxide is eliminated from the body. Now, let's explore the factors that influence the efficiency of gas exchange in the lungs. First, the surface area of the alveoli plays a crucial role. With millions of alveoli, the lungs provide a vast surface area for gas exchange, maximizing the efficiency of this process. Second, the thickness of the alveolar capillary membrane also plays a part. The thin walls of the alveoli and capillaries facilitate rapid diffusion of gases. Finally, the difference in partial pressures between the alveoli and the blood ensures that gases move efficiently from areas of high to low partial pressure. Gas exchange in the lungs is a remarkable process that sustains life by supplying oxygen to the bloodstream and removing carbon dioxide from the body. Through the cooperative efforts of the alveoli, capillaries, and respiratory muscles, every breath we take delivers vital oxygen to our cells, enabling them to function and produce energy. Let us now delve into some interesting facts about the lungs that will shed light on their complexity and adaptability. Here are some incredible insights into your lungs, starting with their size and location. Did you know that your lungs occupy a significant portion of your thoracic cavity? These large, sponge-like organs sit within your rib cage, protected and supported by your skeletal system. Because of their strategic placement, the lungs are well shielded, reducing the risk of external injuries. Next, let's talk about the color of your lungs. Unlike the vibrant pink often depicted in illustrations, an average pair of lungs can have a darker hue. The shade can vary from dark pink to a reddish-brown, depending on several factors. Over time, exposure to pollutants, smoking, or certain respiratory conditions can affect the pigmentation of the lungs, giving them a darker appearance. Have you ever wondered how many times you breathe in a day? On average, an adult takes between 12 and 20 breaths per minute at rest. That's about 17,000 to 30,000 breaths a day. Each breath delivers vital oxygen to your cells, keeping you energized and ready to tackle daily activities. Now, what about the speed of air when you cough or sneeze? These sudden bursts of air can reach incredible speeds. When you cough, the air expelled from your lungs can travel at approximately 60 miles per hour, while a sneeze can send air rushing out at around 90 miles per hour. These powerful actions serve as the body's defense mechanisms, helping to clear the airways and protect against infections. Finally, let's discuss whether or not your lungs have their own muscles. The answer might surprise you. Your lungs do not have their own muscles for movement. Instead, the muscles responsible for breathing are located in your chest cavity and diaphragm. These muscles, including the diaphragm, external intercostals, and internal intercostals, work together to expand and contract the thoracic cavity, driving the process of inhalation and exhalation. Now that we've covered some of the amazing facts about your lungs, it's time for a quick recap. Let's go over the key points we've discussed. Your lungs are a remarkable organ responsible for the vital function of respiration, ensuring the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. They are located in the thoracic cavity within the rib cage, protected by the skeletal system. The shape and size of the lungs are perfectly adapted to their function, providing a large surface area for efficient gas exchange. In conclusion, your lungs are a testament to the complexity and efficiency of the human body. Their intricate network of tubes and sacs, along with the coordinated efforts of the respiratory muscles, enables the exchange of gases, delivering oxygen to the bloodstream and removing carbon dioxide from the body. By understanding the structure and function of the lungs, we gain a deeper appreciation for the marvel that sustains our lives with every breath. Now that you know how crucial your lungs are you more aware of how important it is to keep them healthy? Remember, the air we breathe in every day goes directly to our lungs, making it essential to monitor the quality of the air we're breathing in. Stay tuned for more videos on maintaining your health. Thanks for tuning in, and see you soon for another exciting journey through the marvels of the human body.